Good morning. It's Monday, January 6th. Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Amy Butchon-Siegfried. Today is known as Black Monday, and that's not because everyone is coming out of the cave that was the holiday break. It's because it's the day after the regular season ends for the NFL. That means there are a lot of coaches being fired. Some happened yesterday, more will happen today, but it's called Black Monday. Lots of coaching vacancies if you're looking for one. But a little bit different this year. The NFL is not allowing in-person interviews until after the divisional round is completed, slowing down the hiring process. One reason might be that some of these coaches that are the hot candidates for these jobs are coaching for playoff teams. Former Tennessee Titans coach Mike Vrabel is the hottest candidate available in the coaching pool right now. You best know him for being the former coach of the Tennessee Titans, but he is the prime pick to fill the New England Patriots spot. The Jets are also vying for him in New York, but he played for New England for the majority of his career, so keep an eye on that one. Yesterday was the end of the NFL regular season, and there were not only some playoff spots on the line, but big bonuses. And are the Cowboys cheap? Maybe. Their quarterback, Cooper Rush, could have received a $500,000 incentive if he played 55% of the team's offensive snaps this season. That did not happen because they benched Rush for Trey Lance to start the game against the Washington Commanders, which they lost. And if you had a bingo card going and you had a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader being drilled in the head by a kickoff, mark that square because that happened yesterday too. Then there's Mike Evans with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who had a $3 million bonus on the line, and he earned that in dramatic fashion, crossing receiving yardage mark on the final play of the season, and he tied legend Jerry Rice for the most consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. There was quite a celebration at the end of that game. Moving on to soccer. Lionel Messi, he missed his Medal of Freedom presentation this weekend where Joe Biden was handing out the Medals of Presidential Freedom due to scheduling conflict. He's obviously one of the biggest superstar recruitments in the league's 31-year history, but he let the White House know ahead of time that he wasn't going to make it. Let's move on to tennis. With the Australian Open around the corner, Novak Djokovic suffered a surprising quarterfinal loss in a tournament on Friday to American Riley Opelka. It's just Novak's loss against an American opponent. So rare that you have to go back to 2016 to the last time he lost to an American. Moving on to basketball, the NBA. If you're keeping an eye on the drama happening in Miami with the Heat and Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat announced that they're suspending Jimmy Butler for 7 games for multiple instances of conduct detrimental to the team over the course of the season, and particularly the last several weeks, meaning that Butler wants to be traded from Miami and has started to make things very uncomfortable on and off the court for his team. He will lose $2.35 million or $346,000 per game with this suspension. Now, coming up this week, we have no Monday Night Football tonight. Its season is over, no Monday Night Football. And then on Thursday, we have the college football semifinals with Penn State taking on Notre Dame. And on Friday, we have Ohio State taking on Texas ahead of the championship game on the 20th. We will start the NFL playoffs this weekend as well. There's a lot happening on the football field. If you want more of anything we talked about, check out lastnightsgame.com. And of course, follow us on social media at Last Night's Game. And if you love what you hear, hit that subscribe button.